Hello YouTube. I meant to do this reading a few days ago. I think like a couple of weeks ago. So remember to subscribe, hit the bell button so you get your notifications that I upload a video. Because a lot of people are saying that they're not getting their notifications. So make sure you hit that bell button and give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to do, and thank you for all my new subscribers, and of course I love my old subscribers that's been here from the beginning. So let's go into Don Jr. and this relationship with Kimberly Guilfoyle. She's from the show, I think, what show is that? The Five on Fox? I think it's called The Five. I'm not sure. I don't know what I can think about this situation. I have my information here before we go in there. The one thing that drives me crazy, I do think Kimberly is a very smart woman. Don't get me wrong. Her hair drives me absolutely nuts. That hair that she wears, I don't know if it's TV hair or if she wears it in real life. I just want to take a brush and comb the damn thing. It's like a helmet type of head. I can't take her hair. First of all, I didn't know she was 9 years older than Donald Trump. So right there, I'm like, can I take this reading can I take this relationship very seriously? Remember, Donald Trump Jr. is going through a divorce. His wife left him, filed for divorce. I seen on my reading with them that, you know, he really loves his wife. And I did see on them that they may be getting back together at some point, or they're not really going to have a divorce. But I still find that this year that Don Jr., in result of that wife, he's still having some effects from that. He's feeling very isolated. I think because when he was with his wife, there was some structure. You know, his kids were around. If you remember, you know, he used to post pictures of them all the time. So now that they're apart, you know, he's more isolated, and it kind of gets him down. And I think he's been having some fits of kind of like sadness and depression. Maybe he should have thought about that before he cheated. But, you know, he is his father's son with that Emperor in Death energy. He is exactly his father's son. I am wondering if he has a political future ahead of him. I'm thinking so. So next year for him is very magical. It's going to be the Magician. So, you know, if he was to get into politics and so forth, I think next year he has the ability to kind of manifest those thoughts. I wouldn't see it quite as soon. It might go for a few years after that. But I do see that he may have some. Kimberly, on the other hand, because we all know that, you know, Don Jr. is the Emperor in Death, and, you know, he has to, you know, learn, like his father's an expert at, you know, getting rid of things and people and places that no longer serve him. He'll fire you in a minute. Don still has to get that. He still has to learn that. He still has to say, hey, you know, to be okay with people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and out of sight, out of mind. You know, he hasn't learned that yet, but he has a lot of leadership position. You know, he's a strong leader. He's a man's man. Kimberly, on the other hand, she is a manifestation. She is the magician, the sun. You know, so whatever she puts her mind to becomes successful. And, you know, the sun always shines. She has many different changes in her life. But I also see this energy for her this year is the Hierophant and the Temperance. So moods and behaviors, you know, it is forcing her or making her, I know she's on TV and she's making a lot of money, but I feel like she wants to take more of a rulership kind of position. Like maybe she has her eyes on maybe being a judge somewhere or a prosecutor. I know she's done that in the past, and she's now making a lot of money on TV, but I think somehow this relationship helps them both out. So let's just see how this relationship is. Let's do a relationship. That was just kind of like my impressions beforehand. I think Kimberly is very goal-oriented. I think she has higher hopes than working on the Five. I really do, especially this year, this energy, you know, and her emotions are kind of pushing her this year. She's got to, you know, I don't know if she, we'll see. Or even like maybe, because the magician likes to be on TV. So I don't know if it's maybe a judge type of show or whatever, but she wants to, a magician likes to be visible, you know? So we'll see. Let's see, I want to see a card for their relationship. Whoops, these two cards fell down. Okay, these two cards fell out, and this is like a break for both of them, but there is a commitment. So they are like dating. Maybe it is kind of serious. I'm not sure, or maybe they needed a break because maybe because I'm still looking at this. If you look at this, Don Jr.'s wife with the long hair and Don with the brown hair, he needed a break from that commitment, or this is part of that break from that commitment that he had with his wife. That's what I'm seeing. And this is kind of like a break, you know. Remember I said he's not feeling too good about himself. He's kind of down and out, you know. He's kind of sad. He's still going through the sadness and the depression of the so-called divorce. So I still believe he loves his wife very much, you know. I still believe he loves his wife. If you can look at that card, that looks like Don Jr. and his wife. So let's just see. Is this just like a rebound kind of relationship? This is like a safe, easy relationship. It's safe, it's easy, you know? And I think that he can learn a lot from Kimberly. You know, she's been a prosecutor. You know, she's been a prosecutor. She is pro-Trump, you know. She has visibility. So this could be, you know, let's see. What is their status of their relationship? Like I said, you know, this was some movement, you know. This was some movement. You know, I think they do a lot of things together, like travel, but I think that whatever problems they both have, you know, is going with him. Like the problems he had with his other relationships is going with him. And I think he looks at her, like I said, this is kind of like a retreat, you know. And he finds her as safe. You know, she's very safe. And he can kind of steer it. Let's see, where is it at her? Sorry to say, but like this is commitment, which is that. Could be a marriage card. This could be a celebration, a marriage, a commitment, you know, a partnership, you know, success. That's where that could be. This is for her. Let's see, for him, the Page of Coins. This is a plan on his part. Remember I said, this is a kind of plan on his part, you know, going forth with a plan. So, you know, the Page gets things together. She's a planner, you know. She gets the things together. She plans, and she gets the plan together and so forth. But every time I see this card, it kind of reminds me, especially in a Trump reading, is that who was that girl who left that they're saying that Trump may hire for another position? What is her name? The brown hair. This villain is kind of like her, you know, a planner. Let's see. She want from him? She wants to marry him. She wants to marry Don Jr. She is serious. I hope they didn't get married. I don't think Don would get married this soon, but she really wants to marry him. Wow, I didn't expect that. She really wants a commitment. She wants to marry him. This is a plan for him. This is a card of travel. This is a card of kind of traveling over water. I don't know, but it's also like the end of, it's like abundance. It means like success. It also means like an end of a cycle. So let's see, where is that gonna go? A give and take, a give and take. You know, there's gonna be some give and take in this relationship. She wants this, but she's willing to give and take with him. But I find that she's given more to this relationship than he is, and he wants more. Like, he wants more of her, and she's given more, but he's given her less, if that makes sense. Let's see. The Page of Swords. This is very planned out for him. This is very planned out. This is a strategic plan. This is a physical plan in regards to him getting in a better position, You know, this is very strategic. You know, he finds this relationship good. She's actually looking, I feel bad, she's actually looking for marriage. She's actually thinking that this relationship is going to go towards marriage. But she's in an island by herself. You know, he's kind of running the ship. She's in the island by herself. Let's see. He's being deceptive. This relationship is going to blow up, and they still are going to have to work together. So I think he's kind of being deceptive. He's kind of being deceptive. This relationship is going to blow up, and she's still going to work together, you know, in some capacity. I don't know if she... This is not going to, you know, I don't think, this isn't going to go towards marriage where she wants it to go. This is going to be some stress. I don't know, does Kimberly, this is the second time I've thought of it. Does Kimberly kind of drink this year? Is she like drinking too much this year? She needs to slow down. I don't know if she drinks or not, but she kind of needs to slow down. I don't know why, or her emotions are kind of out of control a little bit, but she has higher aspirations. Remember, I said she has some type of thought process of maybe becoming some type of judge or something like that, you know, but I don't see it going that well for her. I don't see that she's going to get what she has a plan to do. Like she's thinking of being like a judge. She wants to be some judge in the public eye, and I don't really see that going for her. I think that Donald Trump is going to end this relationship. Donald Trump Jr. is going to end this relationship, and emotions are going to be high, and that, you know, they're still going to have to work together in some way because she is from Fox News and so forth. But I don't see this relationship going down very well, and I don't think she's going to get what she wants out of this relationship. And maybe, you know, he's just going forth on a plan. There is no way that he's going to be a husband to her. The relationship, this is going to stress her out. I think she likes him way more than he likes her. Oh, I feel bad for you, Kimberly. Okay, and then I want to see real quick, is Don, in regards to him in politics, real quick. I have a feeling, I still think Don likes his wife. Remember I said that they may be away from each other for a while and then goes back. Let's see. Does Don have a history, a future in politics? Two of Coins. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He knows that it will take more of him financially and more of him physically to do that. He's trying to weigh the pros and cons and whether he wants a future in politics. He likes being a businessman. You know, he also, you know, is going to need the help of I believe of his wife and his children to be able to go that way. But he's trying to balance it because he does like, you know, the corporate world. He does like to put his foot in politics, but I'm not necessarily, the thought of it is kind of stressing him out. So I don't think at this time he's really going to go into politics. Remember I said if he thinks about it, we'll check again in his magician year, which is next year. But you know, if that's where he's going. But right now he's like, he's thinking about it. He's trying to weigh the pros and cons. He's realizing that, you know, he needs his family in order to do this. You know, he really, and I think he's so sad and depressed right now in regards to his wife that he's not thinking that far ahead. He's not thinking that far ahead. And the thought of him is kind of stressful. He's going to take a break of it. He's not really thinking of it. He thinks he got so much going on. He won't think of it for 3 to 4 years, probably. You know, he's going to take a break in the thought process of politics, probably 3 or 4 years. Okay, so I just want one more quick thing. Is he going to go back to his wife? What's the future? I forgot what her name is. Don Jr. and the wife that he had with his children. How is that looking? Don Jr. and his wife that are separated. Let's draw a couple of cards. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, she has a lot of power. She felt it's a burden. Right now, that relationship went kaboom for her. You know, it was like kaboom from her, and she's still feeling the burden of it. He still looks at her as the wife. She still holds the place, like I said, in his heart. If she wants to be back with him, he'll go back to her. She holds all the power. She holds all the power. Okay, that's the end of the reading. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.